ET contact with Earth human beings.
George posted on Tuesday, June 7, 2005, 11:25 a.m.
Hi, Billy. During our last FIGU Lunch No Charter meeting, we were discussing FIGU documented fact that in late 1990 IEs, Pleiarenians have persuaded another technically advanced humanoid civilization from making in the full view contact with Earth's humanoid population. We find this action hard to understand since the Earth's establishment government, media, church especially, USA evangelicals who supported Bush, biggest trump card in promoting Almighty God's illusionary scenario, is without question their ability to say that there are no human beings in this universe other than on Earth. Please explain. Regards, FIGU Chicago.
Answer. The governments, at least certain governments, would want to get hold of the ET's devices, etc. But most important, many persons would get insane if their religious view or delusions were crumbling down or shattering. To confront those people openly would be an act of force and coercion compulsion, and this is against the directives of advanced ETs.
Avatar posted on Tuesday, June 14, 2005, 7:39 a.m.
Dear Billy, being a lot more spiritually advanced than my husband, I have been trying to guide him in the right direction so that we may grow together as a family and follow my dream. I now have success. My husband Callum wonders why are other people not visited to help with the mission. However, his question is, if the Pleiadians were asked or invited, would there be possibilities of communicating with other people that are already adults now in 2005? He is talking about, would they communicate with somebody like me? His reason is, we want to help animals on this planet. Animals usually seem to be forgotten about. We are financially planning to build a huge animal rescue and veterinary center within the next 10 years. We need all the spiritual guidance and help that we can get. And we need to find very special people to help us run it. We intend all veterinary treatments to be available for animals free. We will also provide treatment for all animals living with families that can't afford treatment. This is my passionate dream that has started to become reality. I am deeply involved in the computer and web development industry to date.
Answer. How do you know that you are a lot more spiritually, or consciousness-related, advanced, when you don't have the ability to determine this? And it is an impertinence toward your husband by making such a claim. Regarding the question of your husband, the answer is no. Billy is their sole contact person on Earth, and after his death, there will be no contacts with any human beings on Earth for hundreds of years. Besides, they would not recommend a project like yours, because it would be much more favorable to do something for human beings than for pets. There are way too many pets living in households and eating away the food of starving people. People should not have pets in their living quarters houses.
Mike posted March 2007.
Scott, please can you post this message instead of my previous one? Many thanks from Mike.
Dear Billy, hope that you are well in every way. This question has an important bearing for a number of people. I will try to keep this as brief as possible. Background. A friend of mine has completed actual contact work with extraterrestrials, physical landings, and direct communications. The sequence of events that lead to this was started through a sensitive woman from the USA. This woman, whom was contacted by a certain group of extraterrestrials, was given the full name of a person that needed to be found, turned out to be my friend, whom lived somewhere in Western Europe, whom she did not know about, but needed to find because of the important work that he was carrying out for future ET landings. Eventually, over a year passed, and my friend was found by a colleague of hers by intuitive means. This colleague of hers had made it his mission to find my friend. This person, my friend, was indeed carrying out secret landing encounters with extraterrestrials in remote locations in Western Europe. Question: is my friend dealing with an ET group from the direction of the Pleiades that would be known by the Plejarans? If so, are they on similar missions, or are they working in concert with the Plejarans? Kind regards, Mike.
Answer: all of this ET stuff is nonsense, and therefore not true.
New initiation posted on Sunday, October 27, 2013, 8:32 p.m.
Hi, Billy. To this day, I just can't come to terms with so many people out there stating that they've had contact with ETs, even after eliminating reasons of fraud. Schizophrenia. Black Ops special access programs involving cloned humans looking like the Greys. Liars. CIA-funded disinformation. Highly technological remnants or descendants of earlier ET civilization living in isolation from the rest of surface-dwelling humans. Profiteers. Charlatanry. Fame seekers. And delusionals. Billy, I may be wrong, but where it involves Dr. Greer's CE5 Contact with Aliens initiative, where thousands of video footage of UFOs spanning many decades, credible military eyewitness accounts, and scores of declassified government documents verifying people's claims of contact with ET beings from outer space. It's improbable that all these people's account could not be all wrong at the same time. You have recently stated in your Bulletin 78 that there were 4 instead of 3 ET groups very active here on Earth. I don't know to what extent they are involved in the affairs of Earth humans and to what extent they are intervening in our affairs, but you did state on previous occasions that contact with small group of Earthlings is possible by the ETs. Now, I do consider that your information is always superseded after recent turn of events and that nothing stays static. So could you please, for the sake of so many of my confused fellow human beings, out there as well as for myself, by stating to us the unequivocal truth so that any confusion can be eliminated once and for all about what the reality of truth is in regards to ET contact with human beings on Earth. My question is, have any of the 4 groups of extraterrestrial beings stationed on Earth, excluding the Plejaran and the Federation members, ever had contact with any Earth human beings, including Dr. Gear and his group members, and I include the interaction of a conscious kind with their flying discs or beam ships with Earth humans as part of the definition of contact, and not necessarily contact of a face-to-face kind? Thank you, Matt Lee.
Answer: Billy said that the Plejaran have told them that they detected no contacts between the 4 groups and terrestrial human beings. They did not say that there are none such between the 4 groups and terrestrial human beings. And they also informed him that certain terrestrial human beings are also involved into the matter, but not to what extent. It is possible that terrestrial time travelers from our own future may be involved into it.
Note by CF. Since Billy is in no position to research space around the Earth himself, he cannot present you the much-desired, unequivocal truth on a plate in order to soothe your confusion. You will have to live with the uncertainty that eventually some new information could emanate sometime in the future about contacts, etc., etc. One of life's truths is that it is not static and that human beings will continually detect new truths, etc., etc., which is based on learning. That's why the Plejaran, just as we human beings on Earth, have to continually expand our knowledge because they're of new discoveries, etc.